Hello everyone and welcome back to Trivia Fever with your host Priyadarshan. I'm here, obviously, I'm going to be telling you the answers for yesterday's 9 questions, and we are going to get on with some more interesting questions today. But I just want to give you a brief about how I'm going to be taking my videos forward and what I'm going to exactly be doing with this channel. So, since there are so many sports that are happening around the globe, well, because of the pandemic, there is a lot of sporting action that we have missed out on. But well, the sports, the teams, the clubs, the countries all are ready and racing and have a lot of matches and games which are lined up. So there's a lot of sporting action that's yet to come. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering the current affairs. So the sports which are currently going on, probably league stage or anything or tournaments, I'll be covering them according to current affairs. So if you read the newspaper right, you might get some answers for the questions that I'm going to ask. So before we get to today's mixed bag of sports and questions, I will start off with the answers for yesterday's questions. So here we go. Originally trained as a surgeon, he served as a civilian physician with the British Army during the Boer War, where he first became aware of the principles of camouflage. He designed more than 50 golf courses, including 3 that of the Augusta National Golf Club. Which personality are we talking about? And I'd also shown you a picture of the person. The answer that we are looking for is Alistair McKenzie. So he died on 6th January 1934, just 2 months before the inaugural Masters tournament. So the person who put in so much of effort in getting the ground up and ready, the golf course up and ready, he just passed away just 2 months before he could actually see anyone play on that golf course in a tournament level. Moving on to our second question. Masters officials have been known to remove tournament announcers who do not follow the club decorum. Famous announcers have been kicked off the air, including Jack Whittaker and Gary McCord. Saying words such as fans or spectators is strictly not allowed. They must be called as dash or dash. So I wanted you to fill in the blanks. Now the answer that we are looking for is patrons or gallery. So they can say, instead of saying fans or spectators, they need to call them patrons, and they need to refer to them that they are seated in the gallery or according to that. So these are some of the words which is a must use for them. Moving on to our third question. Here it is. This tradition with respect to members began in 1937, and these were purchased from New York Brooks Dash Company. Which tradition are we talking about? And also fill in the blanks. So the tradition, this some of you may have cracked it. The tradition that we are talking about is the tradition of wearing the green jackets, and the fill in the blank was the word uniform. So the name of the store is New York Brooks Uniform Company. So they are the ones who made the green jackets for the winners to wear, rather. Moving on to question number 4 for yesterday. I had shown you 2 pictures and had asked you to connect and give me an answer. So the person in the picture that you would have guessed is Dwight Eisenhower. The Ike Pond at this place is named after the Dwight Eisenhower, who is the only US president to have been a club member of the Augusta Golf Club. So that is interesting fact right there, right? Moving on to question number 5 for yesterday. Here it is. This is Founders Circle, and this is at the base of the flagpole in front of the clubhouse. You get to see 2 plaques, to honor whom these plaques were erected. And I'd also shown you an image of the plaques that we are talking about. So I think some of you would have been able to guess, given the elaborate history of the Augusta Cup. The answer that we are looking for is these 2 plaques were there to honor the Masters founders, that is Bob Jones and Clifford Roberts. So it is in their honor that they have hoisted these 2 plaques. Moving on to question number 6. Here it is. He is Ron Townsend. He was admitted as a member in the year 1990. What first was achieved by him? So, he became the first African American member of the Augusta Golf Club. So at that time it was a tough deal, and but still the fact that he was a part of the club, that is where it has a very rich history. And that brings us to question number 7. So I had shown you a picture of a plaque. The question was, this plaque is affixed to a drinking fountain between holes 16 and 17. This is in remembrance of the 6 times Masters champion. Which golfer are we talking about? So this, I think in yesterday's video I had dropped a hint about it. So the answer that we are looking for is Jack Nicklaus. So Jack Nicklaus. And moving on to question number 8. The person we are talking about is Sam Snead, who won the Masters champion in the year 1949. What first was awarded to him? So the answer for this actually was said in as an answer for one of the previous questions as well. The answer that I was looking for was the first green jacket was awarded to that year's Masters champion Sam Snead. So he became the first winner of the tournament to wear the green jacket. And that brings us to our last question for yesterday. So here it is. Jack Nicklaus was the person who won the Masters tournament most number of times with 6 wins. The last of the title was won by him in the year 1986. What other unique record does this golfer hold? So, Jack Nicklaus became the oldest player to win a Masters tournament at 46 years, 2 months and 23 days. That was in the year 1986. So that, imagine, winning it 6 times is already difficult in itself, but to be able to play at that age and still win it, that means you are truly talented. So that sums up our questions for yesterday. The answers are out. And now moving on to today. Today's questions are a mixed bag of a lot of sports and a lot of current affairs. So let's see how many you can get. And let's get the questions underway. Here is question number 1. His amateur career was distinguished. In the US, he won 3 consecutive Pac-12 championships in 1998, 1999 and 2000. In 2000, he broke the championship scoring record held by Tiger Woods, which was 18 under par, with a 23 under par 265. Back on the other side of the Atlantic, he won the English Amateur in 1999 and 2000. He was also a member of the Great Britain and Ireland's winning 1999 Walker Cup team, where he was the only third player in 77 years to record 4 victories without a single defeat. Name this professional golfer who is currently at the top spot at the Augusta Masters tournament. So after day 1, we already have a player who is making his mark. Can you guess who we are talking about? And that brings us to question number 2. It's a change of sports. Let's see how well you're able to guess this one. In October 2018, he became only the 2nd player representing Victoria in the Sheffield Shield after Dean Jones to hit a double century against the Western Australia cricket team at the WACA. Name this cricketer who has also got Czechoslovakian roots. So just the name of the player would be fine. Obviously I'm telling you it's current affairs, so it's something to think about on those lines. Moving on to question number 3, here it is. He made his T20 debut for Perth Scorchers in the 2018-19 Big Bash League. In October 2020, he was named in Australia's squad for the limited overs match against India. In November 2020, he was also named in Australia's test squad for the matches against India. And just to help you out, I'll show you an image of this cricketer right about now. So now that you've seen an image and you know about his history, I want you to tell me what is the name of this player. Moving on to the next question, question number 4. The Chennai boy won his first ITF tournament in 2013 at the India F11 tournament, where he defeated South Korea's Duck-hee Lee in the finals in 3 sets. He is the first Indian player to reach an ATP World Tour singles finals since Somdev Devvarman. Name this Davis Cupper who bowed out of the Atlantic Tire Championship event after losing his match to Teimuraz Gabashvili. So I want you to tell me the name of this Indian talent who is making our country so proud. And that brings us to our last question for today. So here it is. He only played for Santos before moving to Barcelona. When he was just 20 years old, he scored his 100th professional goal. Now, Barcelona feels that they have overpaid him and sued this footballer. So which footballer are we talking about? So that sums up our questions for today. I hope you enjoyed the answers for yesterday's questions, and I'll be looking forward to your answers for today's questions in the comments below. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I'll be coming back tomorrow with another mixed bag with some more questions, some more facts, and do stay tuned. Thank you for watching the video. I will be back tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, take care, good night, and let's meet tomorrow.